Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the Houston Astros. Could be a low-scoring affair with these two on the mound. First pitch is next. Jerome Pearson will be on the mound for the Astros. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Ready now, Jesse Winker. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. From the stretch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great two-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
At the plate, Joey Votto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. This one's down to third. Bregman has it on the first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Altuve has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself. Good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the 4-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Winker on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Matty, they have to be very happy with Alex Bregman right now. He took home the All-Star Game MVP last year. All that star power on the field, and he walked away saying, hey, I'm the man. This goes to show you how good of a player he is.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's 1 for 3. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. Number 44 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's Michael Brantley. And it goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing carries off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. Just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the two-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Bauer pauses. Here's the first pitch. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Behind 0-2 now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Takes this the other way to right. Number 44 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Stepping up to the plate, Aristides Aquino. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 44.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Heading out towards shallow right. Reddick has a play. One out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And now Derek Dietrich strides into the batter's box. He's set. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And now a pitch on the way. And he got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball.
15.
Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box now, Nick Senzel, as he'll take a look at ball one. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0 delivery. High and deep to right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Galvis behind, 0-2. Senzel on third with 2 out. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called the ball. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. No damage done after the 2-out triple. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in, Yuli Gurriel, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Yuli Gurriel.
First pitch on its way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We
Batting
love
six.
those lawn darts.
The
Doesn't matter
designated
how
hitter,
they come.
number
Jam
44.
off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Coming to the plate now, number 44. He stands in for the first time in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Senzel racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
Stepping into the box, Carlos Correa. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Correa brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A two-seamer in, a four-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are two down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. From the stretch. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike two.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right. So now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke. Gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Senzel is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Two left for the Astros. We'll move to the third with no score. Also striding in, Tucker Barnhart. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Tucker Barnhart.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. A 1 pitch on its way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati third, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jesse Winker. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. Ready with the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Reds are down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So it's back to the top of the order now. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next.
George Springer.
First offering on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Next up for the Astros, Jose Altuve. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Standing in now, Michael Brantley, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 0-1 count and the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Altuve, the runner at second with one away. Line, but speared on a hop. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. A man on third with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Here's the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, and that's going to chase in the run from third. The Astros are off to a 1-0 lead.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 1 and the Reds nothing. Striding in once again, Joey Votto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The third baseman.
So with
7,
1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Striding into the box, Eugenio Suarez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at bat. 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. A solo shot here to left, and with it the Reds have tied the ball game at 1.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Now batting, number 44.
In now, Aristides Aquino. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Derek Dietrich.
Digging in, Derek Dietrich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. But the Reds are able to square things up on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Now the Astros designated hitter, number 44. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The designated hitter, number 44.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Long throw to third. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how manager's thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Now batting, Carlos Correa, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First offering on its way. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
And another foul ball. 1 run, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. Popped up. Therefore, it is Votto, 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And that brings up the former Gold Glover, Josh Reddick. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Astros leave 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading off for the Reds.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Fielder, number 15.
Here comes the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about
Now
two
batting,
strikeouts on
the
6
catcher,
pitches?
Tucker
He isn't messing around. And these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Standing in, Tucker Barnhart. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike. One run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's George Springer. He was a ground out victim last time up.
The center fielder, George Springer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Fly ball right down the line in left. Winker is after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Suarez is there. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Stepping into the box, Michael Brantley, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Line drive to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of the slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Digging in, Alex Bregman. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. skied into straightaway right. Number 44 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Houston. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. This one's flared off to the right side. Reddick has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 33, Jesse Winker.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jesse Winker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In is Joey Votto now.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Altuve fields it cleanly. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Reds are down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now in the box, Yuli Gurriel hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, number 44.
Digging in and looking for more. Number 44. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First pitch on its way. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Up to the Astros.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One out, nobody on. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The catcher, number 28, Robinson Chirinos.
Ready once again, Robinson Chirinos. A hit in 2 tries so far. Bauer's ready. First pitch on the way. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where
Now
no
batting.
doubles defense
The right fielder.
comes back to bite you.
Yeah.
As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th, 2-1 Houston. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Springer. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, number 44.
Digging in now, Aristides Aquino. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And this is popped up near second base. Altuve is under it. 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, the designated hitter, Derek Dietrich.
Ready for another chance? Derek Dietrich. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Bregman fields it cleanly. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still trail it here 2-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go George Springer. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Springer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Winker ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another. A A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. And with it, the Astros have taken a 3-1 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Into the box now. Jose Altuve.
Second baseman.
Hit in the air down the right field line.
Altuve.
But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder,
So
number 23.
striding forward now, Michael Brantley. One run in and one gone so far this inning. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. Line drive to left. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third
Now batting.
single of the game,
The third
D-Row.
baseman.
3 for 4.
Alex.
Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ulieski.
Settling in now,
Gurriel.
Yuli Gurriel. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss. Brantley leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Into right field. That's a base hit. Oh, and he misses it. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Now batting.
And that's hitting
Number
1-on-1 right
44.
there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Ready for another shot now, number 44, and they're runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and he fouls this one off. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he takes strike 2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs for take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Senzel will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 3-1 Houston. Coming to the plate now, Nick Senzel. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
From the stretch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Gurriel is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
The batter, number 3.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Here's another 0-2. Line towards center field. Springer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Astros on top in front of the home crowd here at Minute Maid Park as you get a look at the line score to this point here in the 8th inning. Digging in once again, Tucker Barnhart. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a line drive. Foul. The next 0-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Reds are down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now at the plate, Carlos Correa, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Carlos Correa.
And now the skipper wants to play him to pull. He's given the signal to shift his outfielders to the left side. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Under it is the right fielder. 1 down.
The catcher, number 28.
Stepping in, Robinson Chirinos. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Weak grounder down the line at third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will bang up against the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
In this case, the numbers really do say it all. That's an incredible 13 hits now. Nothing pretty about those numbers. Kind of amazing he's even still in this one.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. George Springer is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll exit after a good 7 2/3, but he'll also be on the hook for the L unless things get turned around here. Luis Castillo enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 58, Luis Castillo.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Reddick stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded weakly toward third. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
In now for the Reds, Jesse Winker. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Brantley is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
Into the box now, Joey Votto. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Nicky McKay gets the call now here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Nicky McKay.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. Cincinnati, good night.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. The Houston Astros rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jerome Pearson pitches well enough to get the W. Trevor Bauer is charged with the loss after 7 1/3 of very strong work. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 3 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.